Look. Off to the right side, there's that pathway. This is the island, that pathway, where that pathway leads to the backside of the dome. There's a path over here that we can't get to. Guarantee you that's a shortcut. We go over there, we hit that wheel, the path extends, and we have a shortcut back. Or maybe that just enabled the bridge to be controlled. Hi, bridge. Did that enable anything else? So what's the point of raising that bridge when we need it to get back to the original section if nothing has changed? What am I even doing? Why do I need to control this? There's like a giant pipe coming from this thing and going up to like that little wall. So now I can walk inside of it? Please no one go and turn on the boiler while I'm inside. Okay, so those were probably the first two then. There's more. What do I think of Legend of Korra? Most people seem to hate it for some reason. I'm indifferent to it. I need to rewatch it. I've only watched it once, so I need to rewatch it. A steam cooker? It might be. Might be a steam cooker actually. What does this lever do? Nothing. Maybe it is a steam. Is this like popcorn? Do I like put popcorn in here and like it steam cooks it and then like? Okay, so it doesn't go down either way. What? What? I am befuddled by this. What? Obviously it doesn't have power because this is doing nothing. So I need to figure out a way to get this thing power, which probably means I need to redirect the water to this thing from that central. This is probably where that other pipe goes to that it was at originally. Hi, fan. Okay. So I need to go all the way back through that tunnel and redirect the water back to... I can't get back into the tunnel. Uh-oh. Wings? Can my wings help me? Please? I have these things for a reason. Can I just fly? Please? Please? Probably not my biggest fan? Who's not my biggest fan? Wait, were you talking about the actual fan that's... Charizard. I have no words. I have no words. That was actually pretty funny. Okay, good to know I can actually stay still good for comedic emphasis. Good to know that. How do I get back down there? Book of Dunny. Okay, so there's a Book of Atrus, Book of Tiana, Book of Dunny. Is there a certain order I should read these in? Because I'm sure there is. Wait. Oh, hi. Manhole. Okay. Well, this is how I get back down, I guess. The order of publication was Atrus, Tiana, Dunny. Okay. Start with Atrus. Did I change up my lighting or graphics? I did a little bit. I'm still playing around with trying to figure out the best settings. Do you think this looks better or do you think this looks worse? Probably worse considering you actually noticed it. Can I go any further over this way? Yeah, so we got that pipe that's going up. Oh, you know what? Wait. How do I? You can go around the back of this thing? Are you? I thought this thing was blocking my path. I was about to say, how the hell do I get? Oh, really? You think it actually looks sharper? Hell yeah. That's awesome. Great. I will probably keep these settings then. I need to make sure I save them before I actually turn off everything. There's been a couple times where I've adjusted them and then forgot to save the settings. Whoops. But I'll be sure to save them today. I did not realize you could just go behind this freaking boiler. I bet you if you came behind the boiler, you could like go over here and you wouldn't have been able to go up because that manhole would have been... I bet this was a shortcut. Yes, I actually added ambient occlusion to the model. So that's why it looks a little bit darker, because the shadow... I'm wondering if I should turn around or turn the lighting around to have the other side lit. Do you think it would look better if I had the lighting on the side facing the audience and not on the side facing... Like I was thinking like have the lighting on the side facing the game, because that way it's like the game's light is like shining on my model. But maybe it would be better the other way. Okay, so let's actually go back and change this thing facing... Yeah, I know. I can always do little... I actually have a testing Twitch channel. There, I put it out there. I'm not going to tell you the name of it because it's testing. And there's literally nothing of value there. But if I start getting follows on that channel, I know where you'll find it. It is a pretty obvious name. I'm not telling you the name. Y'all have to find it yourself. Y'all have to find it yourself. I'm not telling you the name. Okay, so do you work now? Yes, and it lowers the pressure cooker. Man, that lowers it a long way down because I was going fast too. What? Okay, close it? Do I put the popcorn? Because there's already a piece of popcorn in there, isn't there? Yeah, there's a piece of popcorn there. So now close it. And then send the pressure cooker down to heat up the popcorn? The hint was, it's a very obvious name. It's very obvious. Okay, what did that do? I'm making popcorn. Okay, is the popcorn popped now? No. I'm once again not sure of the purpose of this device. Has something to do with a fan. Maybe I need to find like a control for the fan to turn it off. Because maybe the fan's like cooling it down. So maybe I need to turn the fan off so it doesn't cool this off anymore. That way it can actually reach the right maybe I'm completely wrong. Maybe this has nothing to do with actually cooking. You said pressure cooker and that like made perfect sense. So I'm going off of that. I will say I do remember this. This is like one of the few things that I remember extremely vividly because of how much frustration it gave me. There's secret doors. You close this door and there's passages on either side. That's one of the few things of this game that I remember extremely clearly. There's passages on either side, and you would never know unless you're paying extremely close attention to how this game fundamentally works. Every single door we have opened always closes behind us, except this one. So that, combined with the fact that you can actually see this passageway, those are like your two hints to tell you there is a secret passage here. So, but yeah, this is this gave me so much hell the first time I played this because I could not figure out what the fuck is going on. I remember getting stuck for so long, like a week, a full week of me just trying to figure out how the fucking hell to do this. So left or right first? Left or right first? Y'all tell me. Which way do we go first? Left? Good choice. As someone who used to be in band, you always start with the left foot. Oh, that was, I thought that was a turn right, but it was 180. Dough? There's like a gold thing. Do I have to click on it as it goes by? Whoop. Okay, that didn't work. Oh, that's weird. You can actually see the FMV reset whenever you change frames. So this is obviously powered by whatever powers everything else, because there's a pipe leading to it. I'm laughing because you can't find it. I am such an evil dirg. Okay. What are you... I don't think I can do anything in here yet. What is this? Can I do something with this? I can't look down. I can look up. Oh, to show the pipe going. Okay. So maybe this is controlled by... Oh, wait. Maybe this is controlled maybe now, because we can go up to here, maybe we can restart the boiler on the, or the boiling water in that boiler, and it will do something with this, because this looks almost like a thick pipe, like comes from the boiler. Okay. Can you get another hint? Nope. Nope. No more hints. The only hint is it is extremely obvious. Yeah. One of those. I tried clicking on it, but it didn't do anything. So I'm not exactly sure what I'm supposed to be doing with that, but my first hunch is it has to do with the boiler because of that pipe. So we'll see. Okay. So that's all on that side, right? Yeah. We got this thing. We got the dome, we got the colored symbol, and we got the pipe leading to it. Okay. And then now to the right side, here's that walkway. It's like a cable going across it too. Oh well, this is a great overview of this lake too. Look at this. We got a lot of great overviews of this lake. I'm trying to see. So it looks like, okay, this is the pipe that's going into where that dome is. Oh, dude, it's absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. It looks like, wait, this doesn't even go to the boiler. This just goes way off into nothing. So maybe that doesn't have to do with the boiler, because like this, oh wait, maybe it does have to do, no, this was the pipe that we walked through to get to the backside, which leads to nothing. It's essentially a dump. It dumps like excess water or whatever. So I'm not sure what this pipe goes to for that dome, actually. One thing you're looking forward to is a skybox, actually. Dude, I'm looking forward to everything moving. Like the fact that you can like stand up here, be able to see the clouds flying by as the water in this. Actually, this like itself might be very still because it's a contained body of water. But yeah, dude, that remake's gonna everything look absolutely beautiful, dude. I cannot wait. You better believe, first stream after it's released, I'm playing that. I don't care if we're in the middle of a different game. We're jumping into the remake of Riven as soon as it's released. Absolutely. Okay. So this is the small pipe that was used to control the not the boiler, the freaking crock pot, the popcorn machine. What did we call it? Hold on, I forgot what we called that thing. And then there's another pipe coming up, but we can't actually direct that. It looks like it goes into this wall right here. Hi, lever. What? The cord keeps going. Maybe it controls something up here? Whatever this is, I just turned it off. That's on because of the sound. That's off. And there's no other... Yeah, there's only two states. Okay, we're just going to turn it off because that's different. And different is always good in these games. Unless you're trying to... Not necessarily different is good, because sometimes you're trying to figure out how something works. And if you change the default state of something before you realize how it works, it could screw up your entire perception of it. But, you know, YOLO, we're going to leave that off. Yeah, no, the silence is suddenly from that lever being turned off. Okay, so here's that weird building that we saw. Okay, door is locked. We cannot get into the building. But the cord seems to go into the... Well, the weird thing is the cord like goes both directions. So I don't know if it would control something back the way we came or up here. Okay, well, let's keep going. Another nice little snippet of the boiler and the lake and everything. Wait a second. Is this going to be... Yes! We finally got to the walkway extending to the other side of the dome. Okay. There's another island out there. It looks like there's 2 more tram. Oh, here's the rail cart. Here, like, look, you can actually like, no, you can't see it because it gets cut off by the frame. But you can like see where it comes up out of the water and goes into this island. And then so this is where we saw the walkway going back to the dome. And the other tram cart going. I don't even know how to get to this tram yet. It's probably behind this building, I imagine, because that's like the only place that I don't think we've gotten to yet is behind that building. But you can like see like the tram going to the other island. Another game that's kind of like this, if I'm interested in the style of the game, is The Dig. Ooh. I'll definitely add that to my list of games that I need to get to. I already have a ginormous list of games, dude. Like, if you're actually here, really quick, I'm actually going to bring up my list of games that I'm planning on getting to eventually, just to kind of tease y'all with potentially some of the stuff that could be coming sooner or later. So after Riven, the next game I'm going to be getting to with 100% certainty is Amnesia: A Machine for Pigs. We've already played through the original Amnesia, and we're going to be getting to Amnesia: A Machine for Pigs next. Then I'm going to be getting into the original Half-Life games at some point, because I've played through Half-Life Alyx in VR, and I'm curious to actually see where the adventure started, because I have not played through the original Half-Life games. We're going to be obviously getting into the other Myst games, Myst 3, Myst 4, Myst 5, and Uru. We're going to be playing all those. I want to get into the Outlast games. I want to get into Firmament, which is the most recent Cyan game. I want to play through the Dragon Dogmas, Dragon Dogma 1, and now Dragon Dogma 2, because, I mean, obvious reason. I'm a dragon gamer, and this game is called Dragon Dogma, so pretty obvious reason there. There's been a few games that I've been teased by soundtracks on Spotify that seem very interesting. One of them is called The Medium, one of them is called Control, and one of them is called Quern, which Quern is, from what I've gathered, is supposed to be a very spiritual successor to Riven, actually. So I'm very interested to eventually get into Quern and see what it's about. And dude, its soundtrack is amazing from what I've heard on Spotify. I want to get into the Talos Principle and the Talos Principle 2. We're eventually going to do the Spyro Reignited Trilogy, Prey, Chernobylite, and those are just a few of the many games that I have, at some point, we're going to be getting into. But yeah, I'm looking forward to a lot of those games. Okay, back to Riven. You'll be right back, mild real life. Uh-oh, hope everything's okay, man. Okay. Oh, here we go. You can actually see it coming out of the water right here. That's so unnerving, actually, looking at that. Because you can't see, like, the heat ring, so it just looks like the random car is going into the water there. Okay. Oh, here's that pipe. So we saw that pipe that goes to the dome, and it just went off into nothingness. And it looks like it just goes into the water here. And then comes up out of the water and goes to the dome. Wait, weren't there pipes in the dome? There was 5 pipes that went out different directions, right? And here's another one that goes, I can't even see where it goes. Wait, are those domes connected to the big dome? I mean, that would make sense. Oh, crap. Okay. Huh. So there are 5 islands then, right? Because I imagine, like, based on the direction these are going, there's 1 dome per island. I think I can even see one right there. And there's like a pipe going to it. Look at... Oh. So there's 5 islands, which would make sense. 5 is the magic number. And we've been to 3 of them. We've been to this dome island. We've been to Village Island, and we've been to this crater island. Which, if I'm remembering, I think those are actually the official names of the islands, or at least the community official names. Okay. So we still have 2 islands to get to, and we can see one of them clearly over here, which makes me wonder, there was 5 Tetris pieces. Are those Tetris pieces representations of the island? Of the islands? Here we go. Shortcut open. And if we look down, we can see that connects with pipe to this thing. So when we turn this on, we enabled this. So if we hadn't turned that on, we wouldn't have been able to lower this bridge down. That's a screenshot right there. Look at that. Oh, look. Yeah, absolutely. You can see the tram line right here going down here, and that extends from the back of that building we can't get into. So as soon as we can get access to this building, we'll probably have access to this tram to go to that other island that we haven't gone to yet. Okay, well, let's see what's on the other side of this dome. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they're all going in 5 different directions. Okay, so we were down here, and that's how we got to the lower pathway. So if we can extend a shortcut here. You couldn't find it. One of these days, never give up. I'm an evil Durg. You're gonna start hating me now. Yeah. Oh, you missed it. Yeah. So we found the pathway. It was past this building that we couldn't get to, and we found the pathway to the backside of this dome. So we're in the other side of it, and we just extended this shortcut. So now we're back at the starting point. Like, look, there's the starting point right there. With the ice cream cone, the linking point, the dagger, and here's the circle room, or the rotating room. So yeah, we're unlocking a bunch of shortcuts here. Probably because I'm not the most popular of streamers right now. So it probably doesn't default to saying, oh, this is probably the person you're looking for. I'm sure there's a lot of other winters that have more of a following than I do. So we've gone to 3 islands, but while you were gone, I theorized that there's 5 islands total. Because if you look, this is the pipe that went to that dome, that spinny dome with the colored symbol that we found. This is the pipe, and it goes off, and you can't quite see it at this point, but over there I looked, and you can see this go into the water. It goes into the water. I'm actually gonna need to go back a little bit further to get a viewpoint on this. So you can see it right here go into the water, and you can see it right here come out of the water and go into the dome. There are 5 pipes all going in different directions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which means there's probably 5 domes, because it seems like this is what controls those domes. And more than likely, there would be a dome on each island. So, 5 islands? That's what my assumption is right now. Why is my voice staticking up from time to time? I might be peaking a little bit because I'm getting excited. Unless my audio driver is working out, which I know I've had happen before. I'll try to keep an ear out to see if I hear the telltale sign of that. Uh-oh. Oh. I can't tell if that was the game or if that was my audio driver working up. I heard the little static thing there, but I didn't see it. I didn't see it peak, or I didn't see any change in the audio levels when that happened. Let me know if it continues to be an issue, and I'll see if I can figure out a solution for it. I put my microphone a little bit further away from my mouth, so we'll see if that helps with the peaking. While I'm right here, I forgot I completely missed my notes, so I'm going to... Oh, so yeah, I am Charizard. I've started like a little notebook to like write down actual notes that I've like story notes and then clues and stuff like that. Like I have the Riven numbering system and stuff like that on here. And I had the idea of what if so to get back into kind of the spirit of like pen and paper, I could start this like on tomorrow's stream or whatever. And what if to get back into the spirit of like pen and paper games and to kind of have like a cool little thing is I have an unused webcam that I used to use for facial tracking, but I don't use it anymore because I use my phone. And what if I use that webcam to like show my notebook, and then you can actually see like the notes I'm writing and stuff like that. And I could have like a toggle to like when I'm talking about a certain note or whatever, I could bring up the toggle to bring up the webcam, but then I could turn it away whenever it's not important. That way it's not just screen clutter. That's one of the things that I'm very cognizant about, is I want to have as minimal screen clutter as possible, because I want to have as much immersion in the game and in the adventure as possible. And so like when I'm talking about the notes or whatever, or when I'm writing notes, I could have the little like webcam notebook note taking screen up, whatever. And that could be a like, cool little thing. I'll get that set up, and I'll get that set up and running for tomorrow's stream, and we can test it out and see how it's going. Because more than likely we're gonna still be playing Riven tomorrow. I don't think we're gonna be finishing this for at least a few more streams. I don't think. And granted, I don't know how stuck I'm gonna get on a few puzzles. Because I do know, like, as we get later in this, there are gonna be there's some puzzles that like are mind-bogglingly hard. But yeah, and so I've been like trying to keep like a little bit of a notebook running. So like I have the Riven numbering system. I have like a few of my impressions of Gin, how Gin is like an idolized holy figure, how he has fish companions, how the number 5 represents like kind of a religious significance, how it represents Gin, how number 5 is like right, and Riven itself equals like the name Riven. So when Gin created this age, he named it the 5th age, and then subsequently was translated to Riven. So Riven literally means 5. And then he sacrifices, but he potentially sacrifices to the fish. I have the different eye clues, like the tram eye, the pelican seal eye, the submarine eye, and what numbers they have associated with them and what animal is associated with them as well. And then I have our 4 objectives: find the trap book, find Catherine, and free Catherine, capture Gin, and then escape. Those are like our 4 main objectives. So while we're on top of this, I'm also going to point out that I'm thinking there's 5 islands, and that Each island has a spinny dome. To just kind of keep my thoughts keep on track, because if you don't already know, I'm very ADHD and sometimes things just go. But yeah, okay, so we got the shortcut open. Now let's see what's over here. Another, oh my gosh, there's so many walkways. What the heck? Okay, here's one of those big pipes going. Yep, that's definitely a spinny dome right there. Oh, that's a really cool view of the crater island. Oh, okay, so here's the lower walkway. And this is like that weird little spot that I didn't really know. It looked important, but I didn't really know. And there's like a weird like symbol on the wall. And I looked up and there was like a gap in the walkway, and I can't go forward. Okay, here's that's a button. Well, that's mean. I'll also probably keep track of what symbol is what number if I haven't already. No, I have. Yeah. So like for the river, I'm getting so tongue tied right now. That's how you can tell I'm actually getting really excited about something, as I just start speaking faster and faster and faster and faster and faster, faster. Ah, I got mildly dizzy from doing this. But I have the numbers 1 through 10 that we learned on the game, and then I have a little dash symbol, and then right next to it is I have the symbol that is correlated with that number 1 through 10. No, I don't have that kind of talent. I do not have that kind of talent. But yeah, I have, as I mentioned several times, I have ADHD, and so like when I start getting excited and start micro focusing on something, my brain just continually speeds up, and eventually I start speaking faster than I'm thinking, and that results in me stumbling over my words and stutters out the wazoo, because I'm also dyslexic, if you didn't know. This dragon is 100% dyslexic, and so ADHD and dyslexia do not mesh well together in the brain. Welcome back, Lost Wolf. Okay. So we found this little walkway and found this button to raise this bridge piece, and that's just evil for Riven to do, for Cyan to do, because literally if you miss this button, like it's literally the way to raise this bridge piece is literally just right next to you. If you miss the button, you're not gonna figure this out unless you just happen to notice this button sitting there. And that's just evil. Actually, the question is, now what's on the lower walkway, now that we rose this piece? Because now there's a gap down there, and I don't think there's a reason for us to walk back down there. We'll go check that out in a second. Is it more or less evil than you? More? I'm not an evil dragon, am I? I don't want to be an evil dragon. That's stereotypical. You can like see the, I'm not sure how well this is going to translate over stream or over recording, but you can like see the box outline of where the FMV is for this dome. That's kind of funny. Yeah. So how do we get to that dome? There's like another walkway. You can definitely see it on the stream. Okay. How do we get to this walkway? Maybe that's how maybe. No, I don't know. I don't know. We'll figure that out later. That's obviously lower, so we'll go back down to the lower pathway in a second. Maybe we can access the dome from there. Hi, door. Hi, rotating room. Oh, this was the other... Oh, this was the other grate that we couldn't figure... Okay, I just heard it. Is that statically effect bad for y'all? Like, is it actually really bad? Does it actually... Is it an issue? Because that's not the first time this has happened. That's something to do with my audio driver. My audio, and like every now and then my audio driver will just bork and cause a little staticky effect every now and then. And the only way to fix that is a complete system restart. So I would have to end stream and then restart the stream in a second after my computer reboots, which it wouldn't take that long. But if it's not too bad of an issue, I'm not going to worry about it. Because I looked and it doesn't seem like it's peaking anything. It just causes a little bit of a staticky effect every now and then. But anyway, so yeah, that leads us back to this rotating room. Here's the button so we can rotate it from here. Okay. I don't know. So this is another shortcut. I don't know why we would need this shortcut. We've already kind of opened up this entire area, I think. I'm trying to think, because like, so there's 5 entrances, exits. There's 5 ways to enter the, well, actually there's only 4 ways, because one of the 5th ways is a dead end to enter the rotating room. We have the original way that's just dead on strictly back towards the temple. Then we have the locked doorway. Then we have the dome direction. Then we have this direction. And then the final one, the 5th one, is where we like toggled on some steam with the icon that looked almost like an ice cream cone. So I'm not exactly sure why this is a needed shortcut. We've already opened a shortcut in the dome to let us back in. It is very possible that this is actually not important, that this is just here to coincide with the number 5. Because 5 is very important, and so for lore reasons, they made this room 5 directions, a star shape, essentially. And they had a passageway here just to make it like a reason for why this doors exists. And so it's possible that there's no actual reason to have this here, but there's also the reason that at some point something's going to happen and we're going to need to have this shortcut unlocked. I'm not sure which one that is, because Cyan does have a tendency to kind of just throw in bogus random BS, as we've learned from Mist and Abduction. So I'll just keep this in my mind, but I'm not going to think on it too much. In fact, this is why I have a notebook. So I'm just going to write down random shortcut rotate room. Okay. And now let us go back and then we will... Nope, wrong way. Go this way. Go all the way back down and around and check out this elevator spot. So we can still move. There was a symbol that didn't do, it does something now. That didn't do anything before. Wait. A double-decker elevator? Are you actually kidding me? Isn't this called like a Dark Souls elevator? I haven't played Dark Souls, mind you, but I've heard like references to what is known as a Dark Souls elevator that's apparently like double storied or something. Did Riven do a Dark Souls elevator before Dark Souls existed? Huh. Well then, okay. I was not expecting that to work, but I guess we found out how to get to this walkway now. In Dark Souls, there's 3 spots to get off on the elevator, and one is you jump off and pray. Okay. Well, if I ever get to Dark Souls at some point, I'll keep that in mind. Okay, so yeah, definitely there is a pipe going to this thing. I am going to, because like this, I've no. It's very loud at certain spots. Whoops, 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 whoops. Go back to setup. Continue. Wait, please adjust the volume of your computer. Riven doesn't have... That's hilarious. There's not even an in-game option to adjust sound levels. That is actually amazing. Okay. Please adjust the volume of your computer. That's actually kind of funny. Probably. That's probably the original. How is the volume levels? Is it okay or is it too loud compared to my voice and just in general? It's pretty loud, but it's fine? Okay. What is this thing? Yeah, there, is that a little bit better? Yeah, definitely needs an epilepsy warning on that. Okay, cool, cool, cool. So this is showing the different symbols on the actual rotating dome. Which again has that golden symbol on it. This is as close as I can get to it. I can't actually walk around it here. So the first one we found, I think this was like hidden behind a wall. Because like I saw something in the wall and it looked like I couldn't make out what it was, but this could potentially be this. I'm not exactly sure. There's like a little hiccup whenever the gold shape's there. Okay, the gold shape is like the open eye, so it like closes vertical and horizontal eyelids, and then opens vertical eyelids, and then there's a gold symbol for the fully open eye. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing with this. Whoa, whoa. Well, maybe this is just referencing, like, maybe there's going to be, like, a passcode, and I have to find out, like, what all of the eyes are. So, like, this could be a shape. In fact, I'm going to write this down. So we have, I'm going to go ahead and start a new page here, actually, real quick. So we have domes. I'm going to go ahead and assume there's 5 domes because we pretty sure there's 5. So this is, I'm just gonna call this Dome 1. Or actually, this would be Dome 2. Dome 1, we don't actually know what it is yet, but Dome 2, because it's the second one we found, has the symbol of the completely open eye as the gold one. Okay. Okay, so when we figure out how to use that, we'll come back and maybe figure out, or we wrote it down, so I don't think we need to come back to it. If we just need to figure out a place to input the code or whatever, we just need to figure out the right order too. I wouldn't figure out an order. Oh my gosh. It's just suddenly silence. That is, the volume is extremely loud, actually. That's kind of funny. There's no get over there's no in-game volume controls. That's amazing. Okay. Did anything change this direction? No, this is the steam control for this bridge right here. Which, again, I'm not sure why we would need to do it, because this bridge was already down. I don't know why we need to put it up. I was thinking maybe we need to put it up to lower the other bridge, but that's not the case. They can both be lowered at the same time. So I'm not sure, maybe just for, again, maybe just for lore and environmental building, so it makes sense they have controls for both the bridges, so, because it wouldn't be a little weird if they only had a control for one bridge. Okay. No. It was, this bridge was already lowered. I am like 99% certain. Because remember, we came from this rotating room and we walked into the dome. If this bridge was up, there would be no way for us to get into the dome. Because the control for it is right here. This is what controls this bridge going up and down. So I'm pretty sure it was already down, and then we found that steam control, and we toggled it, and we're confused what it did, and then we came up here and tried this, and it raises and lowers the bridge. Something along that timeline. And we realized, why would we need to have this bridge down to be able to actually leave this area? Because at this point in time, this was the only way to enter and exit this area was. Now we have the other side to go back to Crater Island. And we also have, okay, yeah, the Tetris pieces. So the 5 islands. So I'm assuming... Wait. Okay, so we have this. Is this oriented correct? So if this is oriented correctly, the one straight out would be Crater Island. So Crater Island is represented by by the square Tetris piece. I'm going to write this down as well, I think. So we have the giant dome. Then we have 5 spokes, and we have that, which is going to be Crater Island, and then we have the square plus the extra piece, which that would lead out to the dome that we just saw right here next to us, which would be for the, I guess, Dome Island, because that's what I'm calling this thing. So that'd be for Dome Island. And then we have this single piece, which is, I think, is an island we haven't gone to yet. And then we have, oh god, that one's a big one. We have, it's 4 across and 3 down minus that one little spot. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Not sure which island that would be. And we also have the L piece. Which I'm not sure what island that would be either. Okay, so we have the 5. We've been to one of. We've either been to the L or the big one. And I'm not sure which one is the village island, actually. And you can tell that this is the one we're going out to because this is oriented correctly. So like this one's straight out is following the one that's going straight out on the opposite side from where we're at right now in this room. You can see this little walkway here actually represents like, so we know we're right here because this is the shortcut we just opened right here. You can see this is the exit to lead to the dome that this pipe leads to. That one, that right there. Okay. So now the question is, what do? We've unlocked a lot of area. We've connected 3 of the islands, basically. Or we were able to walk to 3 of the islands. But I don't think we actually, because like we just opened shortcuts, we haven't actually solved anything. And we've put a lot of the puzzle pieces together in our mind about how everything's kind of hooked up. So we need to figure out how to get into this building right here, which looks like it would lead us to a tram that'll take us to whatever island this is. You can't even see it. There's also another tram going to this island, which that almost looks like Village Island right there, actually, because this looks like the original tram we took to get to Village Island right there. So it looks like there's another tram on Village Island we haven't found. I was pretty sure we explored that. No, we haven't. There's that entire like upper level area in the like marsh jungle part where we saw another dome. That's where we saw another spinny dome up there, but we didn't know what it was at the time because we couldn't get a very good angle at it. I just remembered I saw something like moving and spinning, and now I realize what that was. Okay, so how do we get up there? What would be the fastest way back to? Probably just this way, honestly. If we just go straight through. Anyone here ever like to play Cookie Clicker? Cookie Clicker trained me for this day. I can just keep clicking over and over and over. Okay. You tried a little way back when. Yeah, especially when you start getting everything kind of open like this, to where you have to like click, 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 just to get just sort of traverse through the entire world. Dude, I know I love these tram rides, especially this one, because right there you get airtime. I still find myself, even though I'm familiar with this game, I still find myself every now and then actually trying to use WASD to move around instead of just clicking. Yeah. And then I'm like, oh wait, no, I can't. I'm literally just playing with one hand with this game, which is actually pretty funny. But I love it still. This game's phenomenal. Okay, so we need to go up. I'm pretty sure to go. Yeah, before WASD. Which is honestly is going to make traversing the new Riven even crazier because it's going to have WASD. It's going to have. Maybe it won't have jump because I don't think the Mist remake had jump. No, it didn't. I know for a fact it didn't because I tried jumping at several points. Okay, so this is the minecart ride to Crater Island. Then we have... I got so turned around there for a second. Whoops. You don't think that add jump? Yeah, it would definitely. That's what I was thinking. I was like, jumping might add a whole layer of complexity that they don't want to even deal with, so... Okay, so in here, there should be... Not a little bug. There should be like... Yeah, up here. That almost looks like the pipe, actually. Like the pipe that comes from the big dome. Like you can see like different pathways up here. Oh, whoa, I didn't even realize... Hi. What am I looking at here? Some kind of... That's one of those... I can actually get off the path here? Excuse me? Hi! Catherine is stuck on Riven. Gin has captured her. Like, it makes you think he's trying to, like, make a new age or something. Last week, while monitoring the situation of the village from the scope in my survey room, which then could potentially let him leave Riven. This obviously changes the state in here, so let's see what the heck is different. Without access to Dunny, my long-term goals may never be accomplished. There are avenues of research which remain to be explored. Perhaps I could adapt the fire marbles. Okay, that's a phrase that sticks out to me.